Hi, I'm Bill Clanton, author of the book Employee to Entrepreneur, 5 Days That Changed My Life, and this is the Employee to Entrepreneur podcast. So in this episode, I want to talk to you about where some of my focus is going these days, as far as growing my company and focusing on the technology and what next steps there are as far as reaching a greater audience and just reaching people on their level where they are. I think the biggest thing right now is things that save people time are obviously going to be at the forefront. We have a fast-paced society that being able to save somebody time in their daily routine is going to make all the difference in the world. I love how Gary Vee explains the fact that Uber isn't selling transportation, Uber is selling time. And I think voice, and I'm in full agreement with Gary on this one, that voice is the next logical step. And for me, if you've read my story, you know that I've spent the last 25 years working in the radio industry. And in radio, obviously, audio and voice are a big part of the radio industry. It's been what I've done, whether it be producing voiceovers and being on the radio, to audio on hold, to podcasts. Audio has been a big part of it. I know for a short period of time there, and even still today, people were saying that radio is dying, but radio is still the one medium that doesn't require you to sit down and focus while you are consuming it. The only thing that's changing with radio is the fact that the method by which you consume it is changing. Yes, we may not need these towers and transmitters in the next 10 years, but just because we're consuming it, say, on our mobile device, it doesn't suddenly stop being radio. It's still the audio that we can consume without taking us away from our daily routine. So let me break down how voice is helping me in my daily routine. So my routine in the morning, my wife and I, we get the kids up for school, and then she goes off to work her business, and then I get my daughter on the bus, and then I have about an hour before I head into my office. Usually in that hour, I'm doing things like getting my bag ready, packing my bag, getting dressed, jumping in the shower, eating breakfast, a lot of things, going for a walk. These are all part of my normal daily routine. But these are all things that I can't sit down and watch a video for. These are all things that I can't sit down and read a blog post or even look at Instagram for that matter. But being able to sit there and listen to the audio is the time saver. So while I'm doing all these other things, I'm able to just pick up my phone, go into my podcast app, and pick up and get up to date on what's happening with the things that are important to me as an entrepreneur, whether that be the news, the weather, the latest updates from different podcasts that I listen to. And now, on top of that, voice-controlled devices are taking that a step further. And that's where I think the uncharted territory is the world of voice command and voice control. And now my routine has changed to where I don't even have to pick up my phone. I used to be able to just talk to Siri and say, hey, play my podcast. Now I say, hey, Alexa, give me my flash briefing. And sure enough, she gives me the news, the weather, and she's giving me my daily V365 update and all these other things that I subscribe to that I normally, and this is where it goes one step further beyond this device, is the fact that I had my podcast that I would subscribe to, but if something was hitting me and I was like, gee, I want to learn about a specific topic, I would have to search for it and then find that podcast and then load it up all manually with my thumbs. Now I'm telling Alexa, hey, Alexa, play this podcast. Hey, Alexa, play this flash briefing. And I'm probably driving everybody crazy who has an Alexa near this video. This is great because I know that my Alexa is going crazy right now too. But the point of the matter is, I don't have to take away from my routine to consume this content. And I think that having been in the radio industry for so long, it's one of those things that just comes naturally for me. to be able to focus on the voice side of things. Podcasting is easy because it's just audio. You take that audio, you make it available through an Alexa skill, and maybe we'll do some more in-depth discussion as to how to develop an Alexa skill and how that goes. And things are progressing on. I'm actually going to have an Alexa skill for this podcast, so look for that in the next week or so. Things are really progressing at a very fast pace, and all built around saving people time. Because that's the one commodity you can never get back. We can always make more money, we can always spend more money, but you're not going to get more time back. So as you're working on your marketing plan for your business, whether you're an entrepreneur with a team of 25 to 2,500 people, or you're a solopreneur or a home-based business, MLM, whatever it is that you are doing, you should be focusing on how you can reach out to your audience with audio-based content so you can save them time. Well, that's all I've got to talk about this time around here on the Employee Entrepreneur Podcast. Easy for you to say, not for me. Remember to check out my book. It is currently on Amazon. Just search for Bill Clanton. You can find both my books. I have an ebook out now that's How to Use Facebook Live for Your Business, and also my book, Employee to Entrepreneur, 5 Days That Changed My Life. Find it on Amazon. You can also find iBooks and on Nook and Barnes & Nobles. It's pretty much everywhere that books are found. Remember to follow me, subscribe to this podcast if you have not before. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Find me in all the social media locations, Bill Clanton Biz. That's on Twitter, that's on Instagram, that's on Facebook, and on YouTube, Bill Clanton Biz, B-I-Z. Hope to talk to you again very soon.